In 1917, Prime Minister of Britain, after entering Jerusalem, stated, "The Crusade War has ended." In the same year, the French General Goro went to the grave of Salahuddin Ayyubi. Salahuddin Ayyubi, the one who 730 years prior crushed the Crusade and liberated Palestine and Syria. He went to his grave in Damascus and kicked it and said, "Wake up, O Salahuddin, we are here."
School Watch tonight, the story of a 7th grader from Salinas who claims to have made a major discovery about President Obama. She and her grandfather say that President Obama is related to all but one U.S. president. We get more tonight from Action News reporter Felix Cortez, who's live in our Salinas newsroom.
Well, Dan, the youngster spent the summer, really all summer, tracing the family tree of our presidents. Her conclusion that all the presidents, with the exception of one, share the same grandfather.
Davigno says she spent countless hours on the internet over the summer researching the lineage of our presidents, a project that started with her trying to trace her own family tree.
But I'm the first historian to do all the presidents. I'm very glad I got this done, and I think it will turn out to be a success.
The Monte Vista Christian 7th grader has written President Obama to tell him the presidents before him are his cousins. She hopes to present this family tree chart personally to the president. But Bridjan has her skeptics, including this reporter. Her biggest supporter and firm believer that Obama is a descendant of a former king of England is no doubt her mother.
You have a child, and they 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 have a child. All we're saying, all she's saying is this guy is the 25th, 27th, depending on what line it is. He created all this family. So do I believe it? Yes. It's hard, but it's true.
When he says that voting for Bush or Kerry is a wasted vote, since they might as well be the same guy. Now, Russo is a former movie and rock show producer running for president as a libertarian. Earlier today, I asked him, why are you running for president? And that's the big question.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
I'm running for president because America needs a new direction. We're heading towards big government totalitarianism, and it's time for the government to go back towards the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, and individual freedom.
Now, isn't there a big enough choice now between George Bush and John Kerry as it is?
No, they're the same person. If you look at their policies, they're exactly the same.
Well, they're pretty different.
No, they're not. That's what they want you to believe. Let's examine their policies. They both believe in overspending. They both believe in illegal immigration. They both believe in gun control. They both believe in NAFTA and GATT. They both believe in foreign aid. They both believe in the welfare state, just differences of degrees. They both believe in the Patriot Act.
They do differ in those policies.
Within those policies, they may differ to a minor degree, but the basic thrust is still the same.
Okay, now
they both for the Patriot Act. They both want the war. Kerry voted for the war. Bush wants the war.
But then Kerry voted against backing the additional funding for the war, so it is quite different. So you are running. You're running
for the war
as.
The United States, as the world knows, will never start a war. We do not want a war. We do not now expect a war. This generation of Americans has already had enough, more than enough, of war and hate and oppression.
At the World Trade Center, 3 buildings came down like demolition, and 2 of them were hit by a plane, but the 3rd one, they said, do you want us to pull it? And they pulled it, and it looked just like the other 2. Those things bother me. In Pennsylvania, the plane that went down, it was just a hole in the ground. There wasn't any wreckage. There wasn't any skid marks. There wasn't any tear in the earth. And no one's ever really found out about that. So every place, there's questions coming from this documentary. And you don't have to believe everything in the documentary to still have questions come up. And you look back and you remember what you saw and what you were told, and now you have questions.
And the event itself did it change your life, or did it change your view of?
Now it's just an event that has many questions and no answers.
And the suggestion that the American government is behind it?
What does it mean? Too big for people to think about. It's too big.
What do you mean?
It's just, you know, it's like something no one wants to think about.
You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, and city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls. They spend billions of dollars every year lobbying to get what they want. Well, we know what they want. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. Good, honest, hard-working people continue. These are people of modest means. Continue to elect these rich cocksuckers who don't give a fuck about them. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you at all. At all. At all. Yeah. You know?
And nobody seems to notice, nobody seems to care. That's what the owners count on, the fact that Americans will probably remain willfully ignorant of the big red, white, and blue dick that's being jammed up their assholes every day. Because the owners of this country know the truth. It's called the American dream, but you have to be asleep to believe it.
And the woman, seeing my reaction, came up to me and put her hand on my cheek and said, Inshallah, which is God's will. Because these people over there, it doesn't matter what bad things happen to them, that they can accept it right away as God's will because they're deeply religious. But no, it wasn't God's will. It was my fucking order. I gave the order to fire those rockets into that building, and I killed her family. And that's when I knew that I was put in a situation where I had to do that. I thought I had to do that to keep myself and my Marines alive, thinking that, well, that was the best thing I could do at the time. Well, I have to live with that decision. It's my duty now. It is my duty to stand up and speak, and I will do this until this war is over. That's all I have.